Welcome to Aruba, one happy island.
Aruba is an island in the region of Central America. Aruba's flag is blue with yellow stripes and a red star. The blue represents the ocean, the yellow represents the abundance their island has in aloe, oil, and gold. The red star symbolizes the 4 points of a compass, and the 2 yellow lines represent Aruba's separate position from the Netherlands.
Some major environmental challenges that Aruba faces today are tourist sunscreen affecting their environment because it feeds into coral bleaching, resulting in the death of their reefs. To combat this issue, 2 sunscreen companies in Aruba called Aruba Aloe and Aruba Life Organics have sunscreen businesses that are made to not affect the coral, and they are mineral-based, so they are safe for the reefs. The HDI of Aruba is 0.872, which is relatively high. The GDP per capita is 33,984.8, and the GNI per capita is 41,080. The GNI index is 24,725.
The fertility rates are 1.6 average births per woman. In Aruba, 97% of citizens over 15 can read and write. The Gender Inequality Index is ranked 165 globally. Aruba is best described as a semi-periphery country as it gets its income from tourism, has a high HDI, and is reliant on the Netherlands, which is a core country. Aruba's comparative advantage is tourism due to the beautiful beaches and favorable climate. This makes it a perfect travel destination. In fact, tourism-related jobs provide about 80% of their total income.
The current population size of Aruba is 107,360 residents. The crude death rate is 8 deaths per 1,000 people. The RNI of Aruba is 0.281%. The infant mortality rate is 10.7 infant deaths per 1,000 births. Aruba's population pyramid contains a medium-sized birth rate that has been declining in recent years. It is also evident that there was a baby boom from 1949 to 1968, as well as a baby bust in 1994 to 1999. From this, it can be determined that Aruba's TFR is declining and the older dependency ratio is increasing as a result of improvements in healthcare. Aruba has a favorable dependency ratio because there is a large amount of people in the working age to support the dependence of the island. Aruba is in stage 4 of the demographic transition model because it is characterized by low birth and death rates, resulting in a stable population size. Also, it has a high economic and social development. Aruba is currently facing a net in migration and refugees. This is because many Venezuelan migrants are immigrating into Aruba in search of a better life.
In Aruba, there's a carnival that occurs every year where vibrant parades, music, and dancing take solace for around 2 months. This is one of Aruba's most treasured traditions that has been alive for more than 72 years. Pop culture music consists of a mixture of Caribbean, Latin, and European influences. Traditional Aruban genres include waltz, mazurka, and tumba. An example of one of these large festivals is the Aruba Soul Beach Music Festival. During this festival, artists like Mariah Carey bring pop culture to the island. The top 3 languages spoken in Aruba are Papiamento, their native language, Spanish, and English. English and Spanish are lingua francas that are often used to cater to tourists. In this video, it'll teach you a popular phrase in Papiamento.
In our local language, papiamento, bombini means welcome. You'll hear this word a lot in Aruba.
Aruba has dealt with a severe increase in language diversity. The island is multilingual due to factors such as tourism, migration, and media influence. The top 3 religions in Aruba are Catholicism, Protestantism, and Jehovah's Witness. Of those, Catholicism and Protestantism are considered universalizing religions. The Alto Vista Chapel is one of the first churches on the island and is a Roman Catholic chapel. Aruba's architecture is inspired by the Dutch with their colorful buildings and a lime green Capital City Hall. The California Lighthouse is an amazing lookout point to view the island's beauty.
Many Aruban women wear traditional dresses that are colorful. Aruban cuisine has a large variety of dishes with specific Dutch, Spanish, and African influence. For example, pasteki, which is similar to an empanada, typically stuffed with beef or chicken. In Aruba, there are many traditional rectangular-shaped houses with thick adobe walls. An example of a popular music genre is tumba, shown in this video. Aruba is an autonomous region. It has autonomy for all their internal affairs, and they do not have autonomy for their defense, some judicial functions, and foreign affairs. Aruba's constitution was enacted in January of 1986. This makes the country relatively new due to their new constitution being a large step towards complete independence. Aruba is a formal colony. Spanish explorers went to the island in 1499, but the Dutch took over shortly after they colonized nearby islands such as Curacao. When Aruba created their constitution, they took a leap back from the Netherlands and instead became an autonomous region of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Aruba is a part of a unitary state called the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The Kingdom of the Netherlands is led by a Dutch monarch named William Alexander. He has been in power since April 30th, 2013, when he succeeded his mother, who was known as Queen Maxima. Unfortunately, there is no data on Aruba's Press Freedom and Freedom Index. Aruba is an extremely tourism-dependent economy. With their tourism-dependent index being an 84.7, it makes it the highest in the world. Although Aruba is a part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, it does have connections within the Caribbean. Aruba is an observer of CARICOM, a full member of the Association of Caribbean States, and an associate member of the World Trade Organization through the Netherlands. Aruba is located in the Caribbean agricultural region. As of 2022, Aruba devotes 11.11% of their land to agricultural use. 0.6% of the labor force is involved in agricultural production in Aruba as of 2011. This reveals that the country has a low amount of production in agriculture. People of this island pay more of their attention to work for tourists, since that makes up most of their economy. Their development, according to Wallerstein's world systems theory, would put them as a semi-periphery island. This is because, although they depend highly on other countries for their economy, they still are developed in other ways, like having high literacy rates and internet access.
An agricultural practice is hydroponics, a method of growing plants without soil. This practice reduces water use and promotes sustainability. Another agricultural practice is seaweed farming. This provides food for the island and also is used for cattle feeds and fertilizer. Aruba specializes in vegetables, fruit, and animal products from chickens to pigs. There are multiple farms such as the 297 farm, which is a lettuce farm. Aruba is very commodity dependent. Exports to Aruba yearly cost $169 million, and their imports out of the country accounts for $1.5 million.
The top 3 most populous cities in Aruba are Oranjestad, Tanquilundert, and San Nicolas, with none of these being mega or meta-cities. Oranjestad is a primate city. It is the most populated city, with 9,000 more citizens than the next largest city. This can also be applied as it serves as the country's capital and service hub for seaport, transportation, and economic center. Oranjestad is the largest city in Aruba. The model that best matches the city is the Latin American city model. Urban sustainability that is common in Aruba include mixed land use, with combined residential, commercial, and leisure spaces to save space. Although Aruba does not have a major greenbelt, it includes a variety of smaller pockets of vegetation that contribute to its overall atmosphere.
Oranjestad faces the challenge of informal settlements. These factors can form from lack of housing and decreased access to public services.
During this project, we quickly realized that Aruba was lacking quality observations and data. However, that did not stop us from learning more about this country. Also, Aruba is the most tourist-dependent economy in the world. Something we will never forget about Aruba is how it is still a part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, despite being thousands of miles away. A question we wonder is how it became such a tourist destination? Absolutely, we would love to travel here. Carlie got the opportunity to go to Aruba in 2018, and we definitely want to go together someday.